Okay, the next part of our meditation is part 28, 174 Hertz, Venus 7. Again, Venus 7 is on the right angle of the star here that I drew from the meditation. So when I googled it, it came up with some government publications in a PDF file called Broadband Spectrum Survey at Los Angeles. And again, I didn't know what it meant back then, but spectrum is what they read on, it's Venus radar mapper. Basically, they look at the spectrum around a planet from their satellites, and it tells them if there's certain metals found on a certain planet, and if they find certain metals on a planet, it means it could be habitable and that there could be life there. So this is something we'll learn about in the future. We'll be doing some more about spectrum. I've been doing the research on it, I just haven't typed up the notes yet. Okay? I actually went to the library because when I went online I couldn't understand anything. It was all scientific data coming up. So I went to the local library and I looked up spectrum in some space books from NASA and stuff, and then it actually explained what it is. So then I wrote down the terminology, and then I'll be Googling it and making a video about how to read spectrum. So this will be exciting for you if you use Google Sky and you find different little things. I'll show you that too. I just started learning Google Sky this week too. I didn't even know it existed. That's how, Anyways, so I wanted to be able to look up at the stars and planets, and that's for the future, a future topic. But anyways, it's funny how it all ties in together, right? And the reason I looked up spectrum is because I started deciphering the words from my original message that I sent by the satellite on December 6th to the aliens. And here the words that I use are actually bringing up scientific data as well. So this is quite, I said like 50 pages of information from a couple of words. It's crazy. But anyways, what came up was the Institute for Telecommunication Sciences in Boulder, Colorado. International Symposium on Advanced Radio Technologies, ISART, developing forward-thinking rules and processes to fully exploit spectrum resources. And at the time when I did this, I had no idea what it meant. So I'm assuming they use radio technologies to send out the signals with the SETI Institute. They send out these radio signals out to outer space in hopes that something will come back. And they're also studying spectrum, these radio signals, I guess, it's like a laser beam or something. It picks up the spectrum from other galaxies, and they read the spectrum to see whether or not there's these metals in it, and if there's these certain metals in it, then there's possible life there. And that's what that's all about. So NTIA is the executive branch agency that is principally responsible for advising the president on telecommunications and information policy issues. NTIA's programs and policymaking focus largely on expanding broadband internet access and adoption in America, expanding the use of spectrum by all users, ensuring that the internet remains an engine for innovation and economic. So it sounds like it's spectrum in regards to something with the government. See, it's NTIA.government. And it's telecommunications scientists. Now again, when you're doing a search for your meditation, you're going to get words and numbers that don't make any sense at all. But if you pick little pieces of wording from your research, it does add up to a puzzle that creates a bigger picture. Then we have the www.uspto.government, who we are, the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Now this was cool. When I did the research about the patents, some of the patents were in relation to outer space, and as you can see, I started doing the research and forgot to bring the stuff back to here. Or it didn't save properly, because, a lot of times, as you can see, I was doing this December 15th at 4:02 a.m. I was half asleep. So that's probably why my notes are not complete. But it's just a basic idea of what came up. And again, as we go along, I research. A lot of these things come up again, and in more detail I explain what they have to do with this UFO alien message and how it can help us build a better spaceship.